Hey folks, welcome to Setting the Hook. We're here at Waterfalls Lodge in Spanish, Ontario. One of the cool things here is they got a lot of backlegs. We got a special guest with us today, Jerome. He's one of the guides up here. And Jerome, we're going on to the backlegs today. We're taking the mule and going on a little bit of an adventure.
Yeah, we're going to head up the trails today. We're going to Horseshoe. Hopefully we got some nice bass today. There's other species in there, but we're targeting bass today.
All right, well, you know what? Let's go.
Almost.
Oh, it's a big fish. There he is.
Yeah.
Got him. Just when you think he's ready for the net, he turns around.
That was just a greedy fish. That wasn't angler skill. That's probably my favorite part, when you feel that tap and you set the hook and you feel that solidness. But he's heavy. Tell he's been eating pretty good out there.
And we got ourselves a good salmon.
People travel all over the world for these fish.
Let's do that again.
And let's face it, the Niagara River is a buffet for fish.
Let's get him back in the water.
Setting the Hook with Brent Bochek is brought to you by Fish Envy and Live to Fish.
There you go. There's a fish. That didn't take long. Right off that little rock point there. We'll just grab him. Oop, come here, you. You look hooked pretty good.
Nothing like fish.
No. Stop. Yeah, just pulled that right across that little rock point. I said right about there should be a fish, and there she was. Okay, let's get that one back in the water. Let's get another one. Don't let go of my finger, you. You didn't want to let go of my finger. How deep would the brook trout be this time of year? How deep would they be?
Right on the shoreline.
Oh, the brook trout?
I'm catching with a small one.
Oh, okay. Some little fish there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we just spotted a little bit of a shelf up in there and decided to throw that popper, the Choppo, up on there. The first cast we had a splash, made a couple more casts, and we got this guy to come out and play. Get that hook out of there. Got another post-spawn male, I would say, up in there. Get that one back in the water. We'll keep looking for a big fish. Right off that point.
The more time you spend on that shoreline, the better it is.
Oh, a little bit of a jump on her there.
Not too often you get them way out here.
Right. A little bit of a rock point coming out there. Cast it across it. Right up in about probably a foot of water there. There we go, another smallie. Yeah, that one was up in about a foot of water. A little better than the last one, I think. Always want to be careful handling them then, especially when you get those treble hooks. Oh, I just hit right on the shore there. Put about 6 inches from the shore, and don't think he even turned the handle. It was right with his mouth open there. Oh! He came flying out of the water. My bait came flying back at me. Pulled right between those two rocks over there, and he came up from probably sitting down in the shade there. Give him a little lift in here. Oh, there he goes. That's fine. We'll catch another one. That's a little better fish. Definitely has an attitude. It's funny, we just heard a little splash up on shore. That fish came up and ate something. Made a cast over there, and whatever he ate wasn't enough because he came out and ate this Choppo. We'll grab a seat here and sit on my rod. Get the hooks out of them. There we go. It came out nice and easy. It was a little deep, but it came out easy. You know, I do a lot of fishing seminars. I say, what happens, talk about muskie fishing, and I'll get him back in the water. Talk about muskie fishing, and when a muskie, the first 10 feet of a cast is so important. When the bait hits the water, if a fish sees it, he's going to look up. Now, you say, what's the first thing you do when you hear a splash when you're out fishing? You look. We heard a splash up by shore. That fish was up there eating, made a cast in there, and we're able to catch it. Oh, just missed one there. We're going to throw a wacky rigged worm here. There he is. There we go. I love it when a plan comes together and something works like that. Lift him right in here. There we go. That's out quickly. And there we go. There we go, another smallie. A little while ago, Jerome was saying that these fish will be right up on the shore or right up against the walls there. So the closer we can cast there, the better chance we have of catching a fish, of course. Well, that brings up a good point. You know, if you're out with a guide for the day, listen to what he has to say. He spends a lot of time on the water, knows the body of water, knows how the fish react to things. And like I said, if you're going to be out in the water with a guide, listen to what he has to say, pay attention, and try to capitalize on it. Oh, we got an acrobat here. That's a nicer fish.
It's a nice one.
That's a good one. Putting it. You know what? That one's just got a hook under his belly. Or sorry, he's got the one hook in him. So we're gonna get this net ready and. Oops. There we go. Oops. All right, that's a nice little bit nicer fish there. You know, I took my sweater off here. I actually took 2 sweaters off. Weather's sun's shining, weather's getting a little bit nicer, and we seem to be getting a little more activity out of these fish. That's a little bit nicer one. We're gonna see if we can get one even bigger. We'll get this one back in the water. 6 inches off that rock there. We just pulled that Choppo right beside that rock. Fired the cast in there, pulled it right beside the rock. And if you look at it there, you can see where it gets probably just a few inches deeper beside the rock. And that little fella was sitting right in there. One important thing when you're fishing these little rock shelves here, we got the little dark spots. It could be a little bit deeper. Try to get your bait through there. It seems that those fish are sitting in those little crevices and coming up on eating this Choppo when it comes over top of them. And one of the cool things here at Waterfalls is we're fishing a back lake today. They ask you what you want for lunch. You get to fill out the little card. So they'll make you a sandwich. What else we got in here? We got chocolate chip cookies. We got an apple. We got some, my favorite, Rice Krispie steak treats. We got water. Yeah. You know what? I think they cover everything here. We're going to stop, have a quick bite to eat, and then we're going to get right back to fishing. Another fish came off that shallow water right up on that shelf there. Got those beady little red eyes on him. Get him back in the water. Another smallie right off the shore there, up on that gravel. Get him back in the water. So a little bit ago there, Jerome, so we should head over to the other side there because the sun's shining on it. You figure those fish are up in that sun, got a little bit warmer water on the rocks here, chasing minnows? Yeah. That's one thing with those Fusions hooks, they're sticky, that's for sure. There we go. Yeah, a little longer fish than some of the ones we've caught today. So it's just a little guy here, but get him back right in the water. I casted up a whole bunch of branches in the water there, so when I set the hook, I wanted to keep my rod up, try to get him across the top of it and right out of those trees so he didn't get hung up. Especially if you got a bigger fish, it's really important to put the pressure on him, get him over the top of that tree and get him out to open water. We're just on the edge of the beaver hut here, and Jerome said, throw one of those rocky rig worms out here. So we've thrown the Topwater up in there a little bit. Now we got the worm out here, and we're gonna see if we can't get this maybe bigger fish just sitting on the edge of this beaver hut. Oh, there's one. There we go. Oh, he just came off.
Usually the perch stay in beaver house, the beaver sticks and whatever. The smallies stay in right now we're in 19 feet of water. So the big fish stay where the beaver house drops off fast. That's where the bigger fish are.
So this wacky rigged worm up in there, we got blown up on twice on this little point here. So let's see if we can't. For 2 casts in a row, we got blown up. Third one we didn't. So let's work this worm across there a little slower. See if we can't get that fish to eat it. It's pretty shallow up there, so I really can't let it sit too much. Typically, a wacky rigged worm like this, you want to let it sit for quite a while. The slower you can work it, the better. But I only have about maybe less than a foot of water right up on that point where that fish came up. Come on, fish. There he is. Well, just took a little bit of finessing him in there, a little jiggle jiggle, and a little wiggle wiggle. There we go. He showed himself to us on the Choppo. We got him on the wacky ring worm. I think we can lift him right in. Didn't let him eat it too long. Hooked right at the top of the mouth here. This is just perfect. As I said before, if you let him eat that worm too long, good chance they can swallow it. So we'll get him back in the water. And just a little fella, but it's a fish. There we go, a little fish up on the rocks there. Let him go back in there. Oh, that's a good one. That's a nice one. Ooh. Oh. That's a good fish. Stay on, bugger. Stay on. Get your head this way. There we go. Look at that. You know what? We're getting right by the end of the day. We had another nice fish here. Had a great time out with you today, Jerome. Thank you very much for guiding us out here on one of the back lakes at Waterfalls Lodge. And we'll see you next time on Setting the Hook.